Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm glad that time has come and I can read the Course in Miracles lessons as I usually do. So the reason why I'm doing this is like to help myself go through all these difficulties, in the world, to go through all these negative feelings, thoughts you may have, you may find yourself to be in. So yeah, maybe you can relate to that because, for example, when you just got stuck into your negative thoughts or situations or with people, you just have no idea why these things just keep happening to you. Yeah, so if you are struggling with something or someone, so yeah, here is the reason, at least for me, why I'm doing this work and motivate myself to remember that really, actually, I want to be happy. I want to be happy, so that's why I'm gonna need, to do this work. So yeah, so yesterday I was reading lesson 86 that says that it actually has two review ideas, and the first one is only God's plan for salvation will work. It means that um, you actually have all the insurance that the work you are doing, it's not gonna fail because God is always with you, within you, and it's not even you who is doing this work. You let God, you let the right part of your mind, to be in charge, of everything. You choose Holy Spirit, to be in charge for everything, of everything. So yeah, that's what you are doing, and God is in you, and wherever you choose forgiveness, you choose God in you. It means that you are becoming God, you are like becoming that right part of your mind, that actually not in this body, in this physical world, so actually you can feel it, yeah. So and the second review idea was holding grievances is an attack on God's plan for salvation. Yeah, it seems like the battlefield, the the war, if you will, you can name it like that. The war is happening, between two sides, ego side and God's side, So like God is never attacking back actually, It means like the war is one-sided, Ego is actually like creating all these wars, to um to like deceive you that you see, you need to do this, you need to hold grievances, and when you are doing that, so it's the best way for you. But can you just realize, can you just ask yourself this question: how do I feel when I hold grievances and grudges, all this stuff, when I'm being resentful, so how do I feel when I do these things? And probably your answer is gonna be like the great push for you to change the guide, to change, and choose Holy Spirit instead of ego, right? So because the war, as I mentioned before, between ego and God is like ego is initiating this war. God has nothing to do with this, by the way. God is actually like, he, I guess, has no idea that this can happen. And but thank God he left Holy Spirit to us. And and actually it's up to me what I choose. It's up to me what I choose and whom I choose to be with. It's like if I choose ego, okay, so I just remember what I'm gonna have when I choose ego, right? And you know what? I can tell you for sure that I'm not like satisfied with the ego, with choosing ego, with the outcome I can have, yeah, choosing ego, and holding grievances is not bringing any good to me, any good to me. But at the same time, I still feel that there is some resistance exists, like, yeah, you're saying that uh, I don't need to hold any grievances, but how do I let them go? It's like, how do I let all these grievances go? Because it seems like it's so difficult to the ego. It's so difficult, believe me. But I believe that every time when I ask for Holy Spirit's help, He's actually giving me this help. Yeah, He's helping me. And I just remember that I'm not alone. Yeah, I'm not alone in doing this work. So, yeah, holding grievances is an attack on God's plan for salvation, actually, an attack on me. Because even on a physical level, I don't feel any good when I hold grievances. Do you? Do you feel good when you hold grievances? I do not. And I'm so tired of feeling this way, Like, yeah, but maybe the better way for me is like when I don't hold these grievances, right? When I let them go. But the question is, how do I do that? Yeah, it feels like, oh yeah, now I just let them go. Oh my goodness gracious, I feel so good. I'm so happy. The next time, again, are you kidding me or what? And I really like this idea. Someone was telling this, like, forgiveness is like peeling the onion, like all the layers you are removing. It's like you need to remove all the layers, And yeah, it feels like, oh, today I forgave this person. The next day, you need to forgive them again. Yeah, it's an ongoing like situation, yeah, you are dealing with, ongoing effort you put into forgiveness work. Not just, yeah, it would be great if I did this once and, oh yeah, great, now I can be happy. But unfortunately, maybe fortunately, who knows, yeah, but we need to do this forgiveness work on a daily basis, even more than once a day. Yeah, because we may deal with more than one person during the day. Yeah, more than one situation that can trigger us. So yeah, again, for me, the reason why I'm making these videos is like a reminder that this is actually an ongoing process. It's not like you did it once and stop. No, it's like you make choices every single moment. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm making these videos. We need to remember about that. So yeah, and today time is for me reading lesson number 87. Our review today will cover these ideas. First review idea for today. I will there be light. I will use the power of my will today. It is not my will to grope about in darkness, fearful of shadows and afraid of things unseen and unreal. Light shall be my guide today. I will follow it where it leads me, and I will look only on what it shows me. This day I will experience the peace of true perception. As I mentioned before, it's all about perception. If you give the same situation, yeah, the same problem to two different people, they may take it differently, right? So because yeah, it's all about perception. It's all about how you see things, how you take things. Yeah. So yeah, spiritual inner training work of your mind is actually about that. You are changing your perception, how you see things, how you see people. Yeah, we are being programmed to judge, to yeah, to feel bad. Actually, we are programmed to feel bad, but to feel negative emotions, to think negative thoughts the most of the time, and we are actually programmed even to ignore negative thoughts, negative emotions, negative feelings, pretending that what, they do not exist. Actually, it's not the right way to do. What the thing you need to do is like you need to look at them with the Holy Spirit, right? When you look at them, they just disappear. They just disappear. It's like they never existed. They never existed. And yeah, it can be really scareful, believe me, but just remember that you are not doing this alone. Okay? You are not doing this alone. And looking at all of these negative emotions or feelings, you are like watching them through Holy Spirit eyes, right? Yeah, and when you are doing this, your perception changes, right? These forms of this idea would be helpful for specific applications. These cannot hide the light I will to see. For example, I'm dealing with something that really triggers me, really upsets me, like for real. And I'm saying this idea, I'm applying this idea to this trigger of mine, yeah, to the projection I created, yeah. So like this situation or this person cannot hide the light I will to see. This person cannot hide the light I will to see. You stand with me in light and you name the person, for example, who triggers you a lot, who brings you like bad times. Yeah, and you apply this idea on them, like you, for example, yeah, like whoever it is, yeah, like okay, maybe Jackson, yeah, or Michael, whoever. You, Jackson, stand with me in light. In the light, this will look different. Yeah, with the ego, which is darkness, yeah, we see things really, yeah, in a dark way. That's why it's really so heavy. It feels so difficult to look at these things. But believe me, when you see the same things in light, they look differently. Believe me. So that's what we do today. We try to remember, see things differently. I see this now, I have this really dark perception of this person, of this situation, because I chose ego to see with, right? Because I see with the ego through its eyes, right? But now I choose to see this situation, this person, through Holy Spirit's eyes, right? That's what I am actually in charge. It's up to me whom I'm choosing to be with, yeah? Whom I'm choosing to see things through, right? Okay, so it was the first idea for today, and the second idea is there is no will but God's. I'm safe today because there is no will but God's. I can become afraid only when I believe there is another will. I try to attack only when I am afraid. I am living proof for that actually, because it feels like I wasn't even planning on attacking on this stuff, but because I feel in fear, yeah, I feel scared, and the only reaction I can make out of fear is attack. Believe me. The reason of all attacks in the world is fear. Believe me, it's fear. Fear is the reason. Fear is the reason why we attack one another. Yeah, and that's why the opposite, of the opposite to fear is love. Is love. When you are in love, even when we see it on a physical level, when you are in love with someone, you cannot attack others, right? But can you just imagine how you would feel when you just feel being loved, like by true love? When you are feeling like you are loved by your father, who is taking care of you. How would you feel? Can you just imagine? So like all the attacks, happen because of fear and out of fear. Now I know this for sure. Okay, I can become afraid only when I believe there is another will. I try to attack only when I am afraid. And only when I try to attack can I believe that my eternal safety is threatened. Yes. Today I will recognize that all this has not occurred. I am safe because there is no will but God's. There are some useful forms of this idea for specific applications. Let me perceive this situational person in accordance with the will of God. So let me perceive it like you see it, Holy Spirit, Let me see it how you see it through your eyes, right? It is God's will, you are His son, and you put name of some person, and mine as well. For example, it is God's will, you are His son, Jackson, or wherever, James, or wherever, like Michelle, and mine as well. So like God's will and my will are one. My will, it means like not like this body will, but like the only God's son will, and we are all one, So it is God's will, you are His son. For example, Michelle, Jackson, James, whoever it is, and mine as well. Yes. This is part of God's will for me, however I may see it. So I really love these ideas for today. Actually, every time when I read review ideas, they hit differently, Even when I was reading them before, like a few months ago, a few weeks ago, And I will there be light. And this cannot hide the light I will to see. It's like now I see differently the way like it's my choice that when I see these things and this person in the light of Holy Spirit. It's up to me. But the thing is that it's really difficult to the ego, to do that. It's way easier to be a victim. It's way easier, right? I know about that. But it's so difficult for the ego to go inside and to remember that, you know what, it's your choice. It's your choice how you see it. It's up to you and only you, right? And I was thinking like, who is you choosing? Actually, it's like the mind who is making all these decisions. Yeah, the mind is making these decisions. Yeah, it's like, have you ever thought of that? Like, actually, I watched a lot of videos about that. So is it us who made all these decisions? Yeah. So for example, I made a decision to put my hands up. Yeah, or to move my hand somewhere else. Yeah. So what just happened? Who made this decision? Yeah. Is it what? What just sent signal? Who sent signal to whom? Yeah. So actually, scientists are working on this topic, I guess, constantly. Yeah, and they just came to conclusion that actually, it's mind sending the signal. Yeah, that you need to do this. Yeah, to move your hand or something like this. Yeah. So now we just remind ourselves that I go deep I dive deep down into my unconscious part of my mind, where there is a mind that makes all decisions. Yeah, like make decision mind. Yeah, and I go there. Yeah, when I go inside, I believe that I go there and I make this decision. I make this choice. Like, you know what? Yeah, I decide to see things and these people in the Holy Spirit's light. Yeah. And even if you are not like doing nothing physically, yeah, you are still doing the same person. You are still doing you, you know, at the same way, in the same way, you know. But deep dive, yeah, like really deeply in your unconscious mind, you just feel different. You just because you just made a different decision, you just made a different choice. And you know what? Yeah, I'm choosing to be happy. Yeah, and it's not about that ego is making this choice. Yeah, or like that is the reason I believe that you need to go so deep inside. Yeah, so deep inside. You need to feel so tired of making decisions with the ego, you know, that, or you need to feel so tired of blaming others, in everything that you seem to be in, yeah, like struggling with. So you need to be tired and to get tired to blame others, yeah, to blame a mirror, yeah, and instead of doing this, you go inside, yeah, and when you feel this way, you go right into your mind that makes all these decisions, yeah, and you make this decision, and yeah, after that, your your life is changing, yeah, because you just made this decision. What does it take? It takes to make a decision. That's what it takes. That's the only thing. By only thought, or by only decision, by only choice you make. So yeah, and actually it's a good practice ideas for today. It's like there is no will but God's, yeah, the second review idea. It's like, again, there is nothing else, only God. Only God. It means that everything that you see with your physical eyes is not real. There is only God real. Yeah. And it gives you more power, yeah, in your decisions, yeah, to follow your right part of your mind, yeah. So okay, so maybe hopefully it's not that radical, yeah, for you, what I just said today. But yeah, anyway, it's not coming from me, yeah, it's coming from the Course in Miracles, and I am just having similar thoughts about that, yeah, similar thoughts on this topic. So yeah, And I'm really grateful if you're watching my videos. Thank you for doing this. Maybe you can do this work as well along the day. What do you think about this? Yeah, and have a great day and see you in the next one. Bye bye.